Alright, so while waiting for the trade, let's see what trades we had this week. So I had two trades this week, which was double breaks. One of them were a loss. So this trade here was lost because the Trump news came out and I got stopped out. And the second trade I took on Tuesday was a double break buys. So this was a double break buys loss, and this was a double break buys win. So currently going to wait for opening range to set up, and at that point we'll see. Will either price going to push lower with a break and retest trade, or I will take a double break buys to the upside. Alright, so 9 minutes left until the the opening range setup, and then we'll see. So there is always there is two things that is going to happen. Now either price breaks either side of the range and pushes to the opposite side of the range, or there will be a break and then eventually maybe retest and continuation to the session low, like it was yesterday, right? So yesterday was an amazing break and retest trade. So as you can see now, that price is did break the opening range low. Now we had price retrace into the New York VWAP, which is the blue line, and then whenever we have a CISD, so obviously at this point CISD happens right here, and when price does close below that level, you can take the sells. For example, here price didn't really close below, but we're already closing below the New York, so this right here price is breaking the CISD, so you just take short, and yeah, price just continues pushing lower. Yep, and as you can see, you would hit take profit and lower and lower and lower with the perfect stop loss, and that would be a price did break the opening range low. We came back. There is no CISD because it was too far. At that point, you have closure back below the New York VWAP. CISD because you see that this is the swing point on 15 minutes, and the 1 hour expansion candle just confirming that the higher time frame is just pushing lower with the 15-minute swing point. So we are still below the key levels, right? All right. All right, so 3 minutes left until the opening range is set. We have quite big opening range of 200 points. You can see that price were going down throughout the day. It was below the overnight, all day. So maybe at some point we want to come back and retest it, right? Alright, so 7 seconds until the opening range is set, and most likely we will break the opening range low first. Yes, so we do have a break of the opening range low first, but at this point for me to take buys, you know, price would have to close above the New York, and then I would look for buys to the upside or even to the overnight. Okay, let's see. So if price does close above this candle right here, that would be a opening range set. Then would be break either side of the range. So opening range low, you know, is broken already. CISD, so CISD would be here, and then, you know, the price would have to close above the New York. Also a lot of depends on the 1 hour candle close, because if price just continues pushing lower, then, you know, there might be a break and retest else. All right. right, so let's see. 7 minutes left until the 1 hour candle close. It is very important how potentially this 15-minute candle going to close. Now at this point, if we can close above the New York, then I will take the buys. So the buys would be above the New York with a stop loss below here and take profit here. Now we do have CFD on the 1 minute time frame, so at this point I'm only waiting for a close above the New York. If that's going to happen, right? I mean, if price just continues pushing lower, then I will let it do it. Alright, that's really good because we do create the support, I mean resistance. Now if we can close above it, that would be the second support after the CISD, and at that point I would be safe to say that, you know, if price does close above the New York, I can look for buys. Alright, so yep, still nothing. Still nothing. Now there is like 4 minutes left until the 15-minute candle close, and if price just closes below the range, basically there is a high chance of price going down. Now if price somehow does close above the New York VWAP, I'm looking for buys. because at that point the 1 hour time frame would close back inside the range. 15 minutes swing point looks, I mean, it looks alright if we can get closure above with the stop loss here. But price has to close like in the next 3 minutes. Alright, so if this candle will manage to close above the New York VWAP, I will take the buys in 30 seconds. Alright, so I'm in buys, looking to trade to the opening range high. So as you can see, it is a double break trade. We had the opening range set, we had the opening range low break, we had CISD and closure above the New York. So everything what is in here it is aligned for this trade to happen. So at this point it is a 50-50 trade, because even though everything is aligned, as soon as I enter the trade, it is a 50-50 trade. So just gonna leave this trade run, and yeah, let's see if there is a potential to add any position or no, because if there is, I will take it. Alright, so while the trade is running, as always, I will journal my trade. Today is 16th of July. Entry was taken at 10. There was no news, it was buys, it was 1%, it was double break. So New York within the C2 candle, 1 minute, 9:45 was a below bodies. Yep, so simple as that. The trade is journaled, and we'll only need to take the screenshots. So I do take screenshots before and after. So because for me, for sales now, there is a lot has to happen, like price would have to close below here at this point currently. So I don't know, I don't think that price will close there at this point. Alright, so it looks good for price to continue to the opening range high. So we still have the new candle opening, and also you know, price still potential will sweep the opening range high. So even if price retraces a little, it's okay, because you know, within the next 15-minute candle, I would expect for price to still continue pushing higher to the opening range opening range high. So all I'm looking for, or everything I look at, is opening range, 15-minute swing point, and 1 hour expansion candle. At this point, 1 hour is very bullish, and looks like it will reach the opening range high, which is the previous 1 hour candle high. So really, I want for price to close here, for it to continue pushing higher. So I will add to my position if price does close above the red line, which price didn't, so I don't do anything. So there is 30 seconds left until the 15-minute candle closure. No news. All right. So as you can see, price did close above. So let's see if price will manage to continue pushing higher. Alright, so at this point, as there is a candle closure at 10 a.m., I can move my stop loss to the candle low of the 15 minutes right here. So stop loss goes here. Now, if price sweeps this candle low, I mean that at that point the trade is not valid anymore. Now, if price creates support and then price breaks that the same support, I will look for I'm looking to close the position. Until price doesn't do that and close above here, I still expect for price to continue pushing higher. Four seconds left. 2, 1. New 1 minute candle. So now, if price closes below the current support, at that point I don't like this trade anymore, and I will look to close the position. I will look to manage it. I'm just gonna close in small profits, whatever. And that would be like 1 hour. Alright, so we did close below, so I move my stop loss to break even. So at this point, whatever happens, it's whatever, because at this point I am break even. So there is nothing to worry about. Because as I said, price closed below the support. So now I'm looking to manage my trade. How? I'm just going to move my stop loss to break even. So because I don't like it, I don't like that price is breaking the support here when it should have closed above here for me to look to the upside, right? And price doesn't need to do anything. I said on stream, it can do whatever it can do whatever. But I just go with the market. What market shows me, I just go with it. So at this point, that's why I moved my stop loss to break even, because I knew that if price is going to close below the support, there is very likelihood that price is going to continue pushing lower. So it is good. It is good management, very good management. So there is still time for 30 minutes candle to close, for this 15-minute candle to close. I mean, price can still go up. Price can still go up and reach my target. I just went break even because, as I said, I didn't like the price action here. So that's going to be my one and only trade for today. I'm not gonna take any more trades today, or I'm not gonna look for any more trades today. I'm completely fine with the outcome. So if anything, this trade is break even. So all right, so if price closes below the New York, at that point there is a, my trade most likely will get stopped out if price does close below there, below this New York view up. Looks like it will. All depends on this 15-minute candle close, depends on the second, on the another 15-minute candle open. So all right. So I will do screenshot. Now at this point, the retracement to the New York view up is complete, and I'm expecting for price to continue pushing higher. All right, so a new candle opens in 1 minute, in 1 second, I mean. So that's the new candle. So as long as price does not close below the New York, uh, it is valid for price to continue pushing higher until the opening range high. So as you can see, my stop loss is below the New York, so I'm safe either way. So that's why my trade is at break even. So it takes longer than expected, and price still can go lower, and price still can go down if price does close below the New York, because then we have two key levels aligned to the downside. So all right. All right. All right, so finally price is pushing higher. Finally I can secure my position right here. So that was a 128 trade. um, that was amazing trade for today. So I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna look for anything else. Yes, price can go to the opening range high, but I think that this trade was good enough for me, because I'm not gonna sit here and wait another, like, I don't know, because it took so long for price to even reach to the session high at this point. And I just don't know. So secured prior to opening range high break, because trade took already too long to play out, and here to make money, not to be right. So that's very good. That's very good rule also. So that was a trade for me today. So it was a 1.8 R trade. 1.8 R. That was a win. So that was a 16th. All right. So at this point, that was a pretty much it from me today. All right. So. All right, so at this point I will finish the stream. So that was pretty much very good trade, as I said. So the trade was executed here, stop loss here, trade taken here, but my stop loss really was here all the time. So at this point it was a like 1-to-8 risk reward trade, because the trade initially goes below here, because I don't really know where price is going to create the wick for the third candle, for the candle free. So that's why I place my stop loss here, but in reality my stop loss is going to be always below the candle free. So yeah, at this point that was pretty much it from me today. It was a 450 bucks on this trade. um, so currently this week is, yeah. So thank you for watching.